Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really beautiful, captivating story about a little rabbit's massive adventure. Now, on the surface, this might just seem like a simple fable set in a magical forest, but as we look closer at the journey ahead, you'll see it's actually a super profound exploration of character, community, and what truly gives us strength. We're going to follow our protagonist, a curious rabbit named Tuntun, as he navigates mysteries, faces down some big challenges, and ultimately discovers something way more valuable than gold.
But before we literally jump into the forest canopy, I want you to think about something. What is the greatest magic in the world? Seriously, think about it for a second. Is it wealth? Is it power? Is it the ability to change the physical world around us? The whole narrative we're about to explore is built around answering this exact question. And honestly, the answer it provides might just change how you approach your own daily life.
All right, let's get right into Section 1, the magic golden key.
So our story kicks off in this incredibly vibrant forest, and we meet Tuntun. Now, Tuntun isn't your average rabbit. He's defined by this immense curiosity and a genuine deep-seated love for helping people. He literally wakes up with this awesome mindset declaring, "Today I will discover something new." He is actively looking for wonder in the world, and you know how it goes. When you actively look for something, you usually find it. Sure enough, while exploring, he spots this mysterious, shiny golden key just lying on the forest floor. It's totally out of place, highly intriguing, and it demands an explanation.
And, well, no epic adventure happens entirely alone, right? Enter Tuntun's buddies, Minnie the squirrel and Piku the bird. What I love about this part is that they each bring a totally different motivation to the table. Minnie is super pragmatic. She sees the golden key and immediately goes, "Ooh, hidden treasure." Piku, on the other hand, is driven by the intellectual challenge. He just really wants to solve the mystery of where the key came from. So you've got curiosity, the promise of a reward, and the thrill of a puzzle all colliding. They decide to team up, and the quest is officially on.
Moving right along to Section 2, the mysterious door.
The crew ventures way deeper into the wilder part of the forest than they've ever been, and they stumble upon this ancient, mysterious door standing right in the middle of nowhere. Carved right into the wood is this inscription: "This door will only open with love and courage." This is such a cool detail because it sets up the moral framework of the whole story. It means the physical key itself isn't enough. You actually need the emotional and moral backing to use it. And because Tuntun and his friends possess exactly those traits, when he slides the key in and turns it, bam, the heavy door smoothly swings open.
Which brings us to Section 3, the unicorn's tears.
They step through the doorway and find themselves in this literally radiant, magical paradise. But the celebration doesn't last long. Right there in the middle of this beautiful garden is a tiny baby unicorn just crying her eyes out. Tuntun gently goes over, asks what's wrong, and the little creature explains she's lost her mom and is totally alone. Now, notice how fast the friends pivot here. There is zero hesitation. Minnie steps right up and assures the unicorn not to worry, promising that they're going to help find her mom. The empathy is just instantaneous.
Then Piku drops this incredibly powerful line: "Friends never leave each other alone." I mean, wow, they literally just met this unicorn, but they are immediately extending the protective circle of their friendship to include her. They're showing a deep, unwavering commitment to teamwork and loyalty. The whole mission has instantly changed from a fun treasure hunt into a full-blown rescue operation.
Next up, Section 4, the friendship adventure.
So they set off across the vast magical garden to find the mom. But this realm actually tests them. They have to prove they have the virtues that got them through the door in the first place. First, they face the physical challenge of crossing a rushing river, which takes a ton of trust and coordination. Then, they run into these really complex puzzles blocking their path, requiring Piku's brains and everyone's patience. Finally, they're dodging and climbing over all sorts of physical obstacles. But through every single step, it is their combined courage and absolute refusal to give up on the baby unicorn that keeps them moving forward.
Right in the thick of their struggles, Tuntun comes to this profound realization. He hits the nail on the head, saying, "Nothing is hard when we are together." And that's the secret sauce, isn't it? These trials were designed to be practically impossible for one person, but entirely manageable for a united front. Tuntun realizes that their real strength doesn't come from magic or physical size or even that golden key. It comes 100% from their unity and their shared purpose.
All right, Section 5, the magic flower.
Eventually, all that perseverance totally pays off, and they locate the mother unicorn. The reunion is incredibly heartwarming. The baby unicorn is just overflowing with relief, and the mom is so full of gratitude.
She turns to Tuntun, Minnie, and Piku and acknowledges them not just as helpful strangers, but as true friends. As a huge thank you, she gives them a very special gift, a magic flower. And the coolest part? She explains that this flower will literally glow brighter every single time they do a good deed and help someone else. It's basically a real-time visual meter for their kindness.
And finally, Section 6, the greatest power.
With the family back together and their glowing new gift in hand, the friends start heading back home to the forest. As they're walking, they're kind of just soaking in everything they've experienced, and this is where Tuntun reaches a really beautiful conclusion. Helping others is the greatest magic. Remember that question we asked at the very beginning of the explainer? This is the answer. Tuntun realized that the real magic wasn't the magical garden or the talking door or the golden key. The real magic was the transformation that happened when they chose to help someone vulnerable. Minnie adds that true friends always stand by your side, and Piku is already hyped up to go out and do more good deeds.
To synthesize the final takeaways from the narrator of our story, the world's greatest power is actually a combination of 3 distinct virtues. Kindness, the empathy to actually care about someone else's problem. Courage, the bravery to face down the rushing rivers and complex puzzles to solve that problem. And friendship, the unity that makes the impossible possible. When you combine those 3 elements, you create a truly unstoppable force.
So, that leaves us with one final, vital question. Because, let's be real, this isn't just a story about a rabbit and a unicorn. It's a blueprint for navigating our own world. We all face mysterious doors and daunting obstacles. So, how will you use kindness, courage, and friendship in your own adventures today? Who can you help? What magic flower can you make glow a little brighter in your own community? Definitely something to chew on as you go about your day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I really hope this story continues to inspire your own great adventures.